Well, evening, sports fans. What's going on, Weaver John? See, it's almost practically 7 o'clock. It's September 30th, 2020. Yes. On one particular computer, I am looking for a Kachana. Kachana. Always love that thing. There's always this sound.
Kachana, Kachana.
I always love hearing that, you know?
Kachana, Kachana. Kachana, Kachana. Kachana, Kachana.
Yeah, I'm crazy about the thing in the first place. I mean, it's a lot of what they call WAV files. And I downloaded this thing years ago. A lot of stuff I'd like to convert all this stuff into basically into something I can actually use. Sorry, I'm just changing the television channel so I can get back into the boring reality, which is the news happening these days. The local, the national, and anything in between. Yeah. Well, after what's been happening these days, you just need to turn the damn thing off. No, I've been trying to watch a few YouTube channels just to get myself away from the onslaught of what's been happening these days, because let's face it, boys and girls, we're dealing with a massive onslaught of information that is pouring out to drive us all mad. If I'm not there already, as it is. And in dealing with everything else, excuse me just for one quick second, I'm going to put you on pause real fast. Gotta love these wireless analysis. You think with all the technology happening these days, I feel it's way behind the curve, and you're probably correct. Yeah, probably way behind the curve at this point over here. Because every new technology out there, everyone else seems to be wanting to get at this point over here. That's nice if you want to stay hidden and isolated in home all the damn time. It's one thing if you are disabled in a way where home is just it, and then your life is the television screen or the computer screen in dealing with the outside world. For the rest of us, we need the human contact. We need physical contact sometimes. A handshake would work. A hug would work. Slap of the head, well, I'm not quite sure about that one. Anything else, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to go with that. But with everything happening these days, it's no wonder some of us have gone either eccentric or absolutely mad. I am not like some of those people who are trying to become, and this is how it's going to be at this point in I gotta tell you what's going on around here. Ah, forget it. If I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you like this. Try not to be stressed out, because if I'm going to be really stressed out, I'll be in front of the camera and going crazy. I've seen a lot of people, and I've seen the stress on their face every single time. Even when they're trying to do a live stream, they're trying to keep it jovial and ha 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 ha. It's amazing what you can study on human behavior and how stressed out people actually can be without even realizing it. Even me. Style and mannerisms that I observed when I'm looking at the computer screen is just how relaxed am I trying to deal with people online. When I'm doing online classes at a community college and trying to talk to the people, I'm not like this, because usually I'm a little bit more intense, because I want to make sure that I'm actually looking at things right. I can actually see the damn thing, and people can actually hear me. On some occasions, a divisive headless device like this, wow, it's a headset. Whoa! And what comes inside of it? Whoa! things like this. Maybe technologically backward ass would look at it and say, how does this work? These. Some things you can figure out, and other things you still need instructions for in the first place. Me. Just how to get it linked up. That's about it. And after that, it was simple. Not so simple when you're trying to explain things to people left and right. I mean, yeah, eye contact is needed at this point over here. It's not exactly easy looking at yourself at a computer screen and you seeing your face over here, because you have to be consciously aware of what you're doing, what you're saying at this point over here, and how you're being relayed to the public, relayed to your masses, or relayed to someone else for that matter. Sometimes it's quite easier to do simple logs when you're doing audio recordings. Nobody else can see you because you could be doing something and do an audio recording and nobody has to see it. They just have to listen. But video logs like this, it's taken me some time trying to get used to how to do video logs like this. Because there's a certain mindset, there's a certain attitude. There's always a certain tension, because if I happen to do logs about 3 or 4 times trying to find the right attitude, I know I'm stressed out. And that's why I have an audio log right next to it going to help me steer myself. That's why, frankly, in trying to communicate information to you folks, it's hard enough as it is. And also, what's the right background for it? Is the camera pointed in the right direction at this point over here? Oh my God, we got to get everything right here. I have never taken film. I have never taken journalism a hell of a long time ago in high school, but that was about it. But never concerning about what the camera should or should not record. So, how does one present himself? I know the easiest thing is, why don't you YouTube the thing? What happens if you don't want to? You're following everyone else's advice at this point over here. For me, it's basically preference on how you want to relate to people at this point. You want to feel like you're brainy, well, then maybe you ought to dress real brainy. Give them that kind of action. Not really. If you want to look like a easygoing slob, dress like me. I've had worse shirts. This used to be clean a couple of days ago. Not to mention, he's showing a neckline. Oh my God, what the hell is he showing? So, I'm trying to find a way to be comfortable. I mean, trying to be informative and trying to show like I know stuff sometimes. And yes, classes do help, unless you're already showing that you already know something, and then you don't need glasses. Except if they're totally dirty because they haven't cleaned the damn things, that's a different story altogether. But I'm dealing with a lot of things like everybody else is. And I'm trying to handle it the best way I can. Much like you are. You're trying to deal with situations that are totally beyond your control. And it's not that easy. And yes, I shifted because I needed to shift. I shifted position in my chair to be comfortable in my chair a little bit. Because sometimes sitting in a hard chair kind of hurts the back, not to mention the tailbone. So I just have the cushion over here. But it's something to relate to people. So maybe some people think, oh my God, he's going to fall asleep. Well, haven't yet. I don't know. If I ever did a video where I just fall asleep and just be narcoleptic and just like that, I think that would help. Not quite sure. Consider this a rambling of thoughts and ideas, maybe to drive people crazy, enough to say, he's nuts, don't watch this guy. He's out of his mind. How many videos have you folks have done which you probably posted something silly on there? And then you got totally embarrassed actually when you saw the thing. You're like, why the hell did I do that for in the first place? Well, you did it because you were crazy enough in the first place to do it. Secondly, you had the idea. Third, you did the action. And fourth, now you get to reap it. So, acting naturally. I am not a teacher. I'm not an instructor. I am like another regular slob out there who's doing things to demonstrate that I can be just like you. Without borrowing a line or something like that from Walt Disney, an Walt Disney company concerning about their Jungle Book animation video. I want to be like you. No, I want to be like me, thank you very much. I don't want to be like you. I don't know what you are, but I know what I am. I'm out of my mind. But to find that these days and what's going on these days, and that's going to be another one for sanity. Suffice it to say, this is a ramble. I'm rambling on. You'll probably watch it and ignore it and say, this guy's out of his fucking mind. Yeah. And for that matter, I can't even put my mouse on the other computer. How about that one? Well, tell them boys and girls, maybe I'm trying to do that to Kachana. Or maybe not do the Kachana. Kachana is from Star Tours. A Disney licensed product, copyrighted, God knows when. And so is the sound effects and everything else related to it. So this is a sound effect, once more downloaded a hell of a long time ago. We'll end it off with this. That's not it!
Hurry back,
Ah!
be sure to bring your death certificate.
Ah! Death certificates!